Yes, Henry would like to introduce himself.
Okay, Henry.
Okay. I am Henry. All right. So, um, I'm Henry, and I am the team lead at Crew Lab. Crew Lab, where we actually build mobile apps, web apps, and some blockchain apps, and we write smart contract as well. So I actually lead the team over there, and also I'm in charge of Waves Africa region down here. So I'm a regional lead at Waves Blockchain, and also I'm the founder and CEO of the Muna app. So that's very much about me. I've been on the space for a while, and I've been working around um, the technical and practical side of blockchain basically since around 2018 and to date. I am a computer science graduate from Delta State Polytechnic, Ozoro. Okay, so that is it about me. If you want to
Okay.
know something specific, you can ask me direct.
All right, no problem. So, guys, we'll be having an event. This event is basically us getting to know more about the Waves blockchain. And Henry is a wonderful speaker. Like he said, he's the one that owns the Mona app. So he's gonna like give us more gist about everything that is going on there. And I know many of you saw the incentive. So Mr. Henry is giving us money. He's giving us some crypto money. We will chop out of crypto money today. But for you to eat out of that money, you have to have questions. So as Henry is talking and you have questions, just like put it in the chat sections. Sensible questions, please. Not Mr. Henry, what's your name? Not that kind of question. But definitely ask questions. And the people that ask the most, or people like the questions that are really, really good, they are the ones that are gonna win this free money. Just basically free money. All you have to do is talk. That is all. It's not hard. So, but then, guys, for you to, okay, look, thank you for muting yourself. All right. So, Mr. Henry, me actually have questions for you before we really start this session. Wait, how long have you been coding, and how did your coding journey begin?
All right, thank you so much for that question. Yeah, basically, I actually started coding in school, but before then, I was majorly very, very versatile with systems like WordPress and the rest. But as time went on, I saw a bigger opportunity that I had more interest on. That was basically connecting between developers and business people. So basically, what happens is that developers have time to spend on writing codes, and business people and entrepreneurs just build ideas, and most times communicating these ideas is a big work. So I just sat down there, and for now, I actually don't write code at my company. What I do is I'm like a project manager. I supersede, and oftentimes I generate like algorithm and concepts that my team have to build on. So that's basically what I do with more of my time recently.
How did you get your blockchain development job? Like, I know before you created Muna, you basically got, like, some people like me, I'm learning blockchain development. So it's like, how did you get started? Because learning is different from actually getting a job. So what did you do?
Oh, okay, yeah. This is very, very straightforward. It's an amazing story each time I have the opportunity to talk about it. The first thing was I started as through airdrop. I was filling airdrop basically. So you know that airdrop thing, you
Mm-hmm.
publicize about some platform and you get some incentive and just like that. So basically what happened was that I just did something like I was interested in doing a project because I checked the website of most of the projects I was doing a drop for, and I was like, I had a very good technical and software development background. So I was like, maybe I could spin off something and just test run my idea. So back then, as at around late 2017 or early 2018, I started on uh, I started on Ethereum.
I started a project. The idea was basic and very simple. I noticed that people were actually having issue airdrop fillers. Once they earn a certain amount of money, they wanted to kind of sell it immediately. I don't know if you have seen that situations.
Yeah.
And there were some people that actually had understanding of a project and uh, they were willing to wait for a long time. So I said, okay, how about I created something like an auction? So if you have an airdrop token and you wanted to just sell off and get the money, let those that have vision in the idea buy it. So it was just how it all started. But guess what? It was a rabbit hole. That place led to everything that is today. So I started out, but I was having a serious issue. Ethereum was very complex and Ethereum was very expensive to send transactions. Even till today, it cost a lot. So we had a huge community back then that was auction token. And the amount I was spending to send this free token to people was like, it was not even up to the money that I would raise if I told people to invest into my idea so that I can hire more developers to expand the idea. So what I did was I was introduced, somehow I found out about Waves back then. And I was like, wow, I think this is a better platform. Let me just test it out. And everything was awesome, simple. And I was like, how would someone actually, okay, I said, okay, maybe no one knows about it. I started out. Now I got to an extent, I started sending the token. It was easy. There was a desk for me to create my own token without writing smart contract back then. And I was like, I needed just 0.001 waves to send an asset to someone. And when I converted it, it was almost it wasn't up to 5 naira back then. And that was interesting. The speed was, it took around 3 to 5 seconds to confirm transactions. Now, after getting all this, and my project was moving on, aside normal problems that comes with every project. So I thought about something. Obviously, someone else would be facing the same challenge somewhere, if you understand what I'm saying.
We are with you.
Yes, I'm getting what you're saying.
All right, so I said, okay, I think what I should do is I should create a Waves Nigerian community, and so that everyone else that is running a project and they are facing these challenges, they could actually learn from what I'm doing and I could assist them because I had a very good software background. That was how it started. And I created Waves Nigeria back then. But a friend said, why Waves Nigeria? Nigeria is one of the biggest grant for crypto. So if Waves is not even known in Nigeria yet, so why do you think anybody knows about it in Africa? Just make it an African community. Fine. I started out, and that was how I started the Waves Africa team. And basically, I worked for more than a year voluntarily for the Waves community. But all this while, I didn't know actually that people were taking note of it, but I just loved what I was doing. I was like expressing my knowledge, helping people, and I was carried along. I was being added to a point. I got promoted on the global community. I was made an admin. So that's how everything actually started.
Oh, that sounds so nice. Well, wait, okay. No problem. Yeah, we all have our beginnings and we'll tell our story when it is our time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say boys and girls. Yeah, boys and girls, welcome to our event for today. We have with us Mr. Henry. You saying that's that on sound though. So we have with us Mr. Henry. And Henry is just gonna talk to us about the Waves blockchain. Some of us here are training or are developing ourselves to become blockchain developers. Like we are learning blockchain development. I know people like Sheung, God's Power are here, Good Luck is here. Like lots of people are here. They want to become blockchain development. And we know about the Ethereum blockchain, we know about the Bitcoin blockchain, and then we have Polkadot and we have the rest. But now we want to know about Waves blockchain. It's important to be knowledgeable about what's going on in different blockchain, what makes one different from another. And basically, what makes a project really stand out. Like now, somebody asked in the chat section that are airdrops real? How do you identify real airdrops? Airdrops are basically, some are real, some are scam. But how you really tell the authentic one are the use cases, how usable or what do they want to use this token for? And that's how sometimes some people get into the right airdrops and then some things work out well. But today we're just going to talk to Henry. Henry's just going to tell us about the Waves blockchain, and then they built the app. So it's just basically going to bring us into its world. And I'm really excited because I get to understand another part, another blockchain. I get to understand that part and I get to really, really learn a lot about Waves. So Henry, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming for our event.
All right. Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here and share with you guys about Waves.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can share your screen. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I will just try to be as brief as possible because Wave is simple.
Okay.
All right. Let me share my screen with you guys.
No problem.
Okay. Let me know once you are able to see this screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So basically, a lot of people know about Bitcoin and a lot of people know about Ethereum. So it all started with Bitcoin and as a proof of work blockchain. It was one of the most interesting implementation of the technology called blockchain. It was implemented as Bitcoin, a decentralized network with a native currency. Okay. So, the good side of Bitcoin is decentralization. And that's the core, actually. If you read the Satoshi Nakamoto abstract for the Bitcoin white paper, the most important thing is the ability for people to actually send money from one person to the other without a middleman. All right. Now, as time went on, we got into a ship called Ethereum. Ethereum took a bold step, something let's see further. Like it shouldn't just stop with sending of money. So if actually money is decentralized, then let's allow everyone to be able to own their money and do whatever they want to do with it. Okay. So we came about Ethereum. And what was the basic thing that differentiated Ethereum? It was smart contracts. Are you guys there?
Yes.
Now, basically, Bitcoin made freedom of money to everyone, but Ethereum was like, come on, let's bring it closer. So let's make money more programmable. We now began to program money through smart contracts. So rather than trusting humans, we lay the trust on, we substitute the trust with some code and technical agreements through smart contracts. Now, there are a lot of things about Ethereum, the first mover advantage, and the community it gathered back then, and it opened up a very big door for innovations. Okay, but this innovation actually came with a price. It came with a problem, and unfortunately, some of these problems are something that we can just bear. And one of them is the architecture of the Ethereum blockchain. All right, the time is used for validating and confirming transactions. Ethereum has a very huge community, and the language for writing smart contract, which is mostly Solidity, and Solidity is actually a programming language with loop. Now that loop, the loop feature of Solidity actually comes with a disadvantage as well. Okay, it brings vulnerability by default into the programming. Okay, now I will talk about some similarities and difference with block Wave so that you can basically understand. Now, by so doing, I'll be able to introduce to you core features why I actually started building out on Waves. And back then, I could remember there were a lot of people that were actually laughing at me that I was on Waves. Can you imagine? So guys, are you with me?
Yeah, we are.
All right. So the first thing is Ethereum, like Bitcoin, is proof of work, okay? But Waves is proof of stake. Now, the proof of stake and the proof of work whole thing is that for us as Africa, for the normal man, if we actually want decentralization, we need to set up more nodes on the blockchain, because the more the nodes, the more decentralized a blockchain is. Now, looking at the cost of running a node with electricity, okay, the proof of work algorithm is very nice, the consensus is okay, but somehow it actually excludes some continents like Africa by default, because Nigeria, for example, now that has the highest trading volume in Africa, we can't run nodes down here. Very few people run Bitcoin node down here because of what? The complexity. So Ethereum was something like a tool or a platform for people that are advanced. It is impossible for you to build on Ethereum or do some technical stuff on Ethereum except you have a technical background. Are you getting it? So now Waves here makes stuff easy. And there's nothing wrong with stuffs being easy. That is what I've been saying for a very long time, because the proof of work consensus does not need us to run consistent electricity. We can use VPS servers like the way we host our websites and backend for our mobile apps. We can as well host or run a Waves node. Easy. Now, first, I'll talk about what is Waves, and I'll talk about the history of Waves, how it started. It started with a man, and the development process on Waves, and the technological foundation of Waves. Very, very important. And the approaches of building stuffs on Waves. It extends to Wave itself and the tools and the projects that build on Waves, all right? And some distinctive features of Waves blockchain. All right. So any of you here know about Waves? Does anybody know about Waves? You can answer through the comment section. Does anybody know about Waves?
Caleb does. People are answering yes, yes.
All right. Interesting. Okay, I hear somebody saying this is their first time. Nope, nope, come on. All right. Nice to have you guys now. And it's a pleasure to really explain it to you. First of all, I noticed something about blockchain when I was starting out, and it's a big problem. And I tried to help. I tried to fix it. This is it. Now, on this call right now, we have 31 people that are active right here on this call. But we have different background. We have different purpose why we want to learn blockchain. We have purpose like there are some people here, they are business-minded people. They just want to trade. They want to buy low, they sell high and make profit. They're not interested in the tech behind or whatever that is going on. You understand? Now, we have another set of people who are developers. Developers here, all they are interested in, what interests them the most about the platform is programming language, the API, because these people need to understand this platform so that they can build for clients. That's another category of people. Aside the people that are traders, investors, they are here for the money. And we have the techies, they are here for the tech. Okay. And we have the people that are business entrepreneurs. They have an idea and they are looking for a platform to execute it. So I'm going to share with you guys later the link, and I created a dedicated article to get started on it if you're a developer or you are a trader, investor, or an entrepreneur. Now let's look at what is Waves first of all. Waves is a proof of stake, permissionless, general purpose blockchain platform. Now, the word permissionless is very, very important. Permissionless in the sense that even the founders of Wave cannot stop you from using Wave's blockchain. Interesting. That is how decentralized it is. Now, the general purpose is you don't really need to be a developer before you can do anything on Waves. So it is brought to the level of everyday man, and right from it was founded in 2016, and from that day till the time I met it in 2018, and to this very moment I'm building on Waves, the vision has been same, a simple platform with speed, security, and anyone should be able to participate, irrespective of their background. Now, this is the difference. On proof of work, like I said earlier, you mine, it requires expensive hardware. Most of you that know about ASIC miners, and you need some knowledge and hours of work and patience, because these cryptocurrencies are mined using a proof of work, whereby your mining machine have to solve a certain algorithm. Now, this is actually what contributes to the sluggishness when you send a transaction. Okay, when you send a transaction, you know it's a network. Just like we are on this call, imagine this 31 persons here is referring to 31 node. Now, if Henry should send his one waves to Opeyemi. Now, remember a node. What is a node? A node is a copy of the blockchain. So if we have 31 people right here, we are all the same. We contain the same transactions, the same everything. Or let me use our meetings, for example. Let's say we are in meeting now, or hosted meeting. And after writing our meeting, the blockchain OAU community lead is the one that is going to take down everything, every meeting we did, the contributions. Now, you know that this person can go home, and he or she will just, wherever she contributed 100 naira, she will just add 0. It becomes 1,000. Now, when she comes back to the meeting and we are doing calculations, there's nobody to dispute with her, because she's the only one having a copy of the events that happened. But in the case of, in that case, she's like a node. Now, in the case of blockchain, Waves blockchain, whenever we do meeting and we throw meeting this night, everybody makes their contribution 1,000 naira each. We all are going to have a book, a ledger. Now, when I throw my contribution, I'm going to tell all of you what I contributed, and you are all going to take it down. So all the activity that happened is recorded in everybody's ledger. Now that validates it. Now, when we come back and we see that Opeyemi's book is saying something different from what 30 nodes are already saying, it's obvious that Opeyemi is not in line with us. That is how hard fork now happens. Now, we came, and out of 31 people, 20 people are having the same record, and 11 people are having different record. What is going to happen? That is fork. That is forking on blockchain. That is why you have Bitcoin and Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Cash. Now, those that are having the same 20 transactions will remain in a blockchain on our own self, because blockchain is just what? The continuous joint parts of blocks. Now, but on Waves, instead of proof of work, that will need us to buy hardware mining machines, and you need dedicated electricity and data. Obviously, in Nigeria, we can't even do that. We can use proof of work, proof of stake, which Waves is built on. So what happened is, you have 1 Waves, or you have 100 Waves, or you have 1,000 Waves. You just set up a node. A node is a software. A node is like an Android app, but it is a Java app oftentimes. So you just set it up on a server, just the way we host our website, and the node will be there running. Now, you pay monthly fee for the server, and while you are confirming transactions, while you are participating in the blockchain, the fees that people pay when they do transaction, or when they trade on, or do anything that incurs fee, those fees are paid to these nodes. All right. Now, you as a person who is holding Waves, you can run your own personal node. But if you are a non-technical person, you can't set up a node. What you just do is you lease your node, you lease your Waves to an already existing node. Now, what happens is, when you lease your Waves, it's still under your control. Nobody can take it away from you. So you just take a mobile app, you lease 1,000 Waves to Henry's node. Now, as my node is earning fees, you'll be receiving reward proportional to the amount you staked. Guys, let me know if you are following what I'm saying.
Yes, we are following.
All right, so that's basically how proof of stake works. That's why Wave is called a leased proof of stake, not just a proof of stake blockchain, but if you can run your own node, you can as well lease to other people. Okay?
Yes.
Now, let me talk quickly about the origin of Waves. Waves started in 2016, and it was founded by Alexander Ivanov. He's also called Sasha, and they had a fundraising back then. Now, like I said earlier, Bitcoin started something very interesting, and Ethereum brought another kind of innovation. Now, back then, as at 2016, this is one big thing about Waves, and this is how it gained its ground. Many people wanted to start up their ICO. Many people wanted to start their own project, but these people didn't have much technical background. This was how Waves became very, very popular, basically. Now, they created a platform that allows you to create your own token and do your fundraising without writing a smart contract. All you do is you just use the Waves decentralized exchange, and that is all. Now, they have more than 200 full-time employees that are working on their node, they are working on their Explorer, and several, they even have their own smart contract language, which is called RIDE. We'll get to that shortly. And more of the team, not just as a team, this is how actually it works. Now, they found the project, but Waves became a global project. Today, I have my developers, and we code on Waves smart contract, and we build on top of it. And there is a Waves association, which I'm a member of. Anybody is free to join, even you, anybody can join. So the team and the workforce is spread across. Everything on Waves is right there, open sourced on GitHub, and the ambassadors all over the world. And another interesting thing actually about Waves is the incubator program. People get funding to build on top of Waves. We got funding to build, we have received funding 2 times on Waves to build a freelancer marketplace, and our recent Muna, we also received funding from Waves. Now, Waves itself is a general purpose. You can buy, you can sell, you can create your own cryptocurrency, you can create your wallet, you can trade, you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and lots of it on Waves. Now, Waves development progress, this is even as at 2020, you can see the graph. It has been consistent development. In April 2016 was the test net when the project started, and you can see in 2016, same year, the web wallet and the mainnet was launched. We have Waves NG. Now, this is something I want to tell you about. The Waves NG is actually, it was gotten from, does anyone here know about Bitcoin NG? Anybody knows about Bitcoin NG?
No, I don't know.
Good, good. All right. Now, this Bitcoin NG. Bitcoin NG was a proposition. That proposition was, the NG means next generation. It was actually a modification that was proposed by some professors to modify the Bitcoin source code so that it can have quick and faster transaction. But everything boils down to community. So community did not accept it. But this proposal was customized, and it was brought in and implemented to Waves. Now, this proposal, what it basically addresses is speed and security with decentralization. Now, let me say this thing. It's very straightforward and simple. If you see a blockchain that is having high throughput, or let me say very, very fast transaction, like a Binance Smart Chain now, is obviously stated there. There is a very serious point of centralization. Now, guys, let me explain why it works like that. Now, for example, we said, guys, what time should we close this meeting? There are 33 people here. Am I correct? Now,
yes, you are correct.
Okay, there are 33 people here. If you say, okay, guys, what time should we close this meeting? 5 people would say, let's close it by 7:40. 10 people would say, let's close it by 7:45. Another group of people would say, let's close it by 8 o'clock. Another person says, let's close it by 9. But if it's in your house and you guys are 10 children, your mom and your dad is there, and your dad wants to say, when should we do this? You see that execution or decisions are faster if there are less people that are making the rules. Do you understand?
Yes.
Exactly. That's what happens with high, when you see these most blockchains that are screaming about fast transactions, and that is the side effect of it. Because if there are 33 nodes here, for all of us to come together and agree one thing, it's going to take time. But at the end of it, we will have a better result, because everybody's mind and everybody's opinion has to be considered before an agreement is reached. But on a ground of a centralized blockchain or a centralized platform, where only one person is the one making decision, one person could just say, we are closing this meeting by 7:45. That is all. It is written. Okay. Now, what Waves NG does is the ability for Waves to have a high throughput. Throughput here is talking about quick confirmation of transactions, and at the same time be able to consider the opinions of every node on the network is something very distinctive about Waves. You can read about it later. Now, in 2018, smart contracts came, data oracle, data services. We have a Waves keeper, is like MetaMask on Ethereum, and the mobile wallet as well. Then NFT came in 2019, and Ride for the apps. Ride for the apps is the programming language for writing smart contracts. Solidity is used for Ethereum. So Ride came, and this Ride is designed specifically, if you're somebody that's interested in writing smart contract, listen to me. Listen to me. Now, writing smart contract is something very delicate. A single error could lead to loss in millions. Okay, now it is why certain languages are vulnerable by default, but the right for writing smart contract on Waves was streamlined and created from scratch, basically to write only smart contract. So it's not a general purpose programming language just for Ride, just for smart contracts, okay? And it's very easy to understand, believe me. Then in 2020, we have staking. We have the Wave Signer. The Wave Signer is something very interesting for everyone as well, especially, there is this issue with blockchain. It doesn't offer very good user experience. So because of that, you have to kind of use only laptop if you must use a blockchain app, if you understand what I'm saying. But with Wave Signer, you can actually use the apps on your mobile browser. You don't need to install any plugins, stuff like that. So it's something very interesting. And we have gone way beyond this. A lot of development so far. I mentioned it before, LPOS, that is leased proof of stake, meaning not just running your own node, but you can as well lease your Waves to other nodes, and you can earn fees, you earn money. So basically you are participating in running nodes on Waves, even without setting up your own node. Now, it is what offers its security and energy efficiency. You don't need stable light. Just run your node on a VPS server and you are done. API is there, you talk to your node whenever you want. You can use it to build your own mobile app and whatever you want to do. That's what I said again. That's the Waves NG, Waves generation, Waves next generation, which was adopted from the Bitcoin NG for instant transaction with maintenance of decentralization. It's right there. And the RAD language for writing logic and making of the apps on Waves blockchain, and it actually helps you to avoid fatal errors. Very important if you're a developer here listening to me. If you're writing smart contracts, this is very essential. Any error could lead to loss in millions. Okay? Now, this is the basic approach, how it works on Waves. Make this whole thing simple. It should not be difficult. People should not be paying $100. This is why we are affected for African projects that are building on products for Africans. It's very difficult to build products on Ethereum that is going to serve Africans. You or your users will go bankrupt. This is the reality. And that is why if you are picking a chain, you have to pay attention to platforms like Waves. Popularity should not be your yardstick. Of course, it's very popular. That's it. Now, imagine an African that wants to send 20,000 naira, down to send, let's say $50. Your mom wants, let's say we are bringing blockchain adoption. Your mom wants to send you $50 for your school fee, and she has to pay the transaction fee with $20. How does that sound, guys? Honestly, how does it sound?
Weird. Very weird.
Expensive.
It's so expensive, and we have to embrace this fact.
Probably like
But
your allowance.
sending transaction of waves with 0.001 is straightforward. Come on. That is how it should be, because we do not want a system that is worse, because it costs, if I want to transfer 20,000 naira through bank, it's not up to 100 naira. It's 52 naira. So why should a platform or a technology that is going to replace this platform, why should it be more difficult than the traditional platform, guys? So the thing is, these are the core parts of Waves. Now, Waves has the vision. Even when you are after this meeting, when you are going to check our Muna app, you will see it there. These same features are speaking on every product on Waves. Blockchain should be simple for people. Anyone that can install an app can use Muna. Now, we are solving practical problems. For example, we have USD staking your saving, like saving dollar on Muna. And this is giving you an interest of around 9 to 15% per year. Nigeria banks can do that. Nigerian banks can do that. I'm not sure there's any bank paying up to 5% per year. And even if you are earning 5% on interest per year, remember, your money is going to be inflated before the year ends. So even the money you are earning on your bank savings is actually going to be used to cover up for inflation. Let's say 100,000 naira, or let's say 360,000 naira in January 2020. As at that same 100,000 naira that could buy you, let's say $100 now. As at $100, as at January 2020 was around 36,000 naira, if I'm correct. But by the year ending of 2020, $100 was already around 45,000 naira plus. So even if you kept money, you saved your naira in January, as at the ending of December, we have already lost around 10 to 11,000. And if you save that 36,000 on bank will not even be able to pay you up to that amount at the end of the year. So it's trapped. So Waves actually build products that are practical for usage. And this is one thing you will see in Muna app. You stake your USD, every day rewards are paid out, your interest is paid out. And another thing is openness. We are bringing in free transactions into Muna. And there is no big fuse about how we are doing it. It's very open. You know, every tool on Waves is available. The source code is available on GitHub for you to go and inspect and all of that. For open and decentralized apps on Waves, they are available on GitHub. Okay. Yeah, these are the distinctive features you should see on Waves. Community-driven policy, I talked about node, transactions, the Waves NG, and sponsorship. Wow, this is something interesting. Decentralized exchange. When you create your asset on Waves, you do not need to list on any exchange before you start making, if you want to raise funds. You can start selling your token to any currency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, on the Waves exchange instantly, no listing fee. Any asset created on Waves is automatically listed on Waves exchange, decentralized. That is very interesting. We have leasing, Fair POS. Fair POS is just an implementation to make sure that some nodes are not earning more than the other nodes. That's it. There are different transaction types on Waves, and it allows you as a developer or project owner to extensively implement your ideas. You can work on assets. There are smart assets and there are smart accounts. Now, this will be the last feature I will talk about, and I'll welcome your questions quickly. Now, let me give you an instance presently for those of you that has used Muna app. Now, if you are using an app that is built on Ethereum, whenever you want to send payments, you must need Ethereum to pay for fees. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. Now, for example, you build a product and you want to market this product to people that are non-crypto people. So basically, you want to build a user experience that they don't really need to know that there's anything called blockchain happening behind the scene. But here is the case. You built an app. Wow, your app is based on Ethereum or your app is based on Waves. Now, people need Waves to send transfers, but no. Now, they are not crypto people. They will now need to pass through several processes to get Waves, which is very, very bad experience. So, but with sponsorship, it means you as a user, of course, transaction is very cheap. Even one Waves can be used to cover 1,000 transactions. Wow, I know that blew your mind. You just need 0.001 Waves to make a single transfer. Now, that means with one Waves, you can be able to send 1,000 transfers. So basically, any project can do this for their users. So with Wave sponsorship, you can actually let your customers use and make transactions without them needing to have Waves or pass through the stress of looking for how to pay network fee. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to share this slide so that you can actually make use of it as well and read up other things. And also for the leasing, this is one thing you need to know. When you lease your Waves to a node, that node is not in charge of your funds. The fund is still on your account. You cannot stake. When you stake, the node will not just one day close up and run away with your money. No, that's not possible. So what you do is when you lease, the money is right there on your account. It's just like it's locked. And you can stake today or stake the next minute. It's your own money. You make the rule. So it's a free market. Okay? And you can lease, you can lease from the mobile app, the desktop app, even if it's Windows or Linux or Mac is available. And there's also a web version for anyone to use. Okay, guys, probably I think this is fair enough for you to have your head wrapped around Waves. Okay, so I think I can welcome your questions quickly.
Yeah. So please, if you have your question, drop them in the chat section. But I have 2 questions here. Okay, I have 3 questions, but I first ask the 2 questions I have here. One is from Sheon. Sheon is asking that, does that mean that Waves NG is making use of a private framework that is non-open source framework for infrastructure?
Okay, does that mean Waves NG is making use of a private framework that is non-open source? No, that is not it. So this is how it works. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right, I'm going to do something right now. Okay, guys, just give me a second. I want to I'm trying to see how I could share my screen with you. All right, so can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm trying to open GitHub. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see the Waves platform.
Okay, you can see GitHub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now let me give you an instance. Okay, now this the apps UI, and let's open up this the apps UI so that you understand. The apps UI is a tool that you can use to actually test your smart contracts after writing it. Now, this is the link to the apps UI. Okay, for those of you that are familiar with software development, the tools, this is it. Okay, now this is the app UI. What you basically do is, I think I have some, just give me a second, let me look up something so that we can understand how this works. I'm sure everyone is seeing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, come in just a second. Now, okay, this account is a DApp account. This account has a smart contract on it. So what I do basically is, this is Whiskeeper. I said it's just like MetaMask. So it is what you use interacting with any DApp or any product that is on Waves that You don't need to type in your seed. Okay, so now let me log in so that I can test this stuff for you guys to see. Let me sign in with, okay, this account is signed in now. You can see it, right? Now, let's check this smart contract. Okay, guys, this is a smart contract. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Now, this is a voting feature, open vote. Now, the tool I'm using to interact with this smart contract is called Waves app. Now, this is the source code of Waves app. It was updated 4 minutes ago. Connect provider cloud. So you see that even this tool here, the entire source code is here, everything. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
So basically, I myself, I can actually join them in doing new stuff on this tool. Okay. Now, this is another tool. This is Go Waves. This was even updated 22 minutes ago. All right. This was updated 22 minutes ago. And this is Waves. This is Waves node itself. It was updated 2 hours ago. Now, if we should open this Waves node, because this is the source code itself. Let's see something, guys. Now, it was updated how many hours ago? Let's see. Okay, 13 days ago. Okay, it was updated 13 days ago. And look at the source code of everything that was modified. Are you getting it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now this is it. Every source code is there. You can see everything. Now, this is one file was changed. I think I'm one of the people that has contributed to Waves. Let me see, guys. You know I contributed something, even if it's just small change I made. All of us are contributors. Okay, you see the different people that are building on it. Okay, I contributed on this guy's book, not the Waves repo itself. So basically, it's open. It's not a private thing. Everything is open there. Just go to the GitHub and you can see all the source code.
Okay.
Yeah, did I answer your question?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
There are questions on the chat. Please, we
Yes.
need rest of those questions
All
on the
right,
chat.
all right. I'm on it now. Okay. Let me go to the next person. With the ban of crypto in Nigeria, how could one be able to go about transactions with Naira accounts? Okay, basically, recently we are working on a P2P feature on Muna, which is going to let people to buy USDN. Because with USDN, you can swap it to Waves and get into the Waves ecosystem itself and go around everything. Now, regulation must be obeyed, but it remains the fact that crypto cannot be shut down. Waves cannot be shut down. You can't, I have a node running. You can't even do anything about it. Like, you just can't do anything. So P2P is going to fix that. How does P2P work? Wow. All right. When you download the Muna app, go to the settings page. You are going to see where you will join our community, and we are going to be holding some class very soon to explain to you how it's going to work. You'll be buying from your verified users, and we have a lot in place to actually work on security. Everything is safe for you to buy and to sell. What's the name of the app? It's called Muna. Just search Muna. It has about 500 installs already. Muna app, you're going to see it there. Okay. Okay. But what's the future of Waves? Wow. The future of Waves is going to depend on the community. Anybody can. The good thing about blockchain platform is that even if the owners die, the owners are not going to die, you guys. So the platform will continue. The source code will be there. People can fork the source code, do implementations, and continue like that. So the future of Waves is a good future. with this recent hype around NFTs? Yes. Are there NFT projects? Yes. There's one NFT project which is called Sign Art. Sign Art. All right, you can check it out. Sign Art is doing amazingly well. I know the founder himself. We have been building together since 2018. He was in charge of the Waves French community, and he's a very, very nice guy. And I can tell you that that guy is very, very dedicated, very, very dedicated to what he's doing. Okay. How can I start using Waves in my Node.js project? Interesting. So, Abdullah Rama, you can actually use it with hello Abdullah, are you there?
Abdullah.
Yeah, the one asking about using Waves on your Node.js. Are you there?
Yes,
Okay, now I'm visiting a website. I don't know if you can see it from there. Waves Tech.
I can see it. I can see it.
Perfect. Now let me show you how you can do that. There is Node.js libraries there, and you can use to create, if I want to create a wallet or whatever you want to do. Let me touch just over to develop, and just give it a while to load up. Now this is it. What we have to do is we just scroll down to this is smart contracts, this is API. We are going to look for client libraries. Okay, API, this is API as well. Matcha API. Look at client libraries. Now, if you're a Python developer, there's PyWaves for you to do whatever you want to do. And if Node.js, TypeScript, and JavaScript, this is it. This library is all you need, called Waves Transaction. And that's why I said I actually did a very amazing work. I know somebody here is going to be interested because it solves a lot of problem for you. Now, Abdullah, does that answer you?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you're going to see everything you want to do. This is the documentation as well. If you're a JavaScript or TypeScript, yeah, there's a documentation for that. I'm coming, guys. Thank you so much for patience. You see, this is what you can do. You can do a lot of things. Mass transfer, sponsorship. You can do exchanging of assets within your app. This is it. Look at everything you need. Can you see it, Abdullah?
Yes, yes, I can see it.
Impressive. Now, this is what I was telling you about. These are the articles.
All right. You said you wrote an article. Can we have the link so that we can read about it?
Yes, yes. I'm going to share the link for you. I'll share the link. Now, I'm sorry. Can you see the articles?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to share the link. We have, okay, this is it. This is the 3 articles. This is the entrepreneur's guide. If you're an entrepreneur on how to start building on Wave, this is it. And if you are somebody that is here to trade, buy and sell investments, a DeFi person, this is it. Now for software developers, this is it. And if you open it, I really shared a lot of, it took me a while. I just shared it.
All right. Okay.
I just shared it on the group, you know?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, everything is there. Now let me move to the next questions. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to figure where this question is. Hello, guys. Just give me a second. Are you there?
Yes.
Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm here now. I've seen it. I've seen what I was looking for. I have a few questions. Let me just run around it again. Wow, okay. Node.js is answered. You didn't tell us on how to know real airdrops earlier. Okay, for airdrops, my only recommendation for you is community. Community, make sure you are dedicated to community. There are different community you can check around. I think several of them, Tola, I think Tola has a crypto community. Daba of Krisani, you are going to, yes. The best source is, since you do not know them, you just have to connive and stay in communities that are good at finding airdrops, okay? And secondly, how do you manage high fees since it's built under Ethereum platform? No, we are no longer on Ethereum. We are on Waves now. Apart from monetary activities, is there anything blockchain can be used to achieve? A lot of things, bro. A lot of things, especially Waves. A lot of things can be built. You can build registries. We did one. You can build a tipping DApp, like to send money. You can build a NFT marketplace. There is also the one to build file certification, like to hash a file, and so that people will not be pirating it. A lot of things, okay? A lot. Can DeFi apps be built on Wave? Yes, you can build the apps. You can build lending apps. You can build crypto wallets. We have built several of them. Actually. How do we get and start making use of the Waves node? Basically, the Waves node is what powers Waves ecosystem entirely. If you are buying and selling, if you are transferring, if you are trading, you're already using the Waves node. Okay. Oh, I love this question. Opeyemi, are you there? Opey. Opeyemi. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if Wave should become $200, that means we need just, remember, it's 0.001 waves. That means even as at $200, it will cost only 0.2 cents. That 2 cents is 90 naira, meaning you can send payment from Nigeria to Port Harcourt to US to Uganda to anywhere in the world with 90 naira. How does that sound to you?
Oh, nice.
You see, even as at $200, just still 2 cents. It's a flat fee, very important. It's flat fee. It's not like the one they tell you on Ethereum that if you want your transaction to confirm in 2 minutes, pay this amount. If you want it to confirm in 3 minutes, pay this amount. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
Okay, I think I've answered the first question. Okay, how do you stake Waves? Yes, you just have to go to Waves. Let me share it. Just go to waves.exchange. Please, are you seeing my screens?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, this is a Waves exchange. Very interesting. So all you have to do is you just touch on investments. Okay, when you touch investments, you can see different staking and investing opportunities. This is Wave staking. You just click on it and you get it done.
All right.
All right. Then we Waves allow other tokens to be staked. You can create a tool to stake your own token, but for the Waves itself is basically focused on Waves itself is going to be used as to stake because it's the platform's native coin. Okay, so you can only stake Waves on Waves, but you can create your own platform and stake. You can create your own staking product. Are there any cross-chain bridges for Waves platform? Yes, there is. Gravity. It's called Gravity. It's what allows to cross-send asset from Ethereum to Waves and from Waves to Ethereum. What is special about Waves? We can't be supported on platforms also. Sorry, I didn't get that. Transaction takes around 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, what learning path or advice would you give a software developer looking to add blockchain to his skill set? Okay, I shared the link already for you to get started with building on Waves as a developer. Using the leasing system, with the individual who borrows the nodes, get the value as what he leases at. Yes, what happened is you just lease to the node. So you are not the only person leasing on the node. There are different nodes there. Now, as the node is earning money, from the money end, some node pay out reward daily, some do it weekly, some do, yes, daily and weekly. Now, with the reward that is being earned, the only thing that happens is that you receive the reward based on how many waves you are staking. What technology is Waves platform built on? Wave itself is a technology. So I don't really understand the question. Yes, it's Muna app. Yes, you can build a healthcare system. Yes, you can. Yes, you can create your own cryptocurrency. Yes, there are different stable coins on Waves already. We have Naira, the dollar, the Canadian dollar, and several ones. Can I buy Waves on the Muna app also? Yes, we are going to be able to do that in this April. Okay, I just checked the Muna app. The deposit and buy feature is disabled. And how do one deposit? This is something very interesting. Basically, we already worked on how the worked on solution to make it possible for you to buy Waves, buy USDN with your bank account, and you can withdraw to it directly. But due to the recent CBN policy, we cannot be able to do that anymore because banks does not allow us to integrate with them. We had a partnership earlier on, but they had to cut it off. But if you want to buy, that's why we are bringing in the P2P. And aside that, if you want to buy, you can meet me directly, and I'll give you a very good deal to buy. Yes, than gold is going to be possible through P2P. Even Femi Taiwo, yes, P2P is going to be the one to fix that. We are going to release something very interesting. Somebody said, can you talk more about MGW Super BTC? Sorry, I didn't get that. I think I have answered the questions. You can see the price of Waves on Waves cap. Let me check it so that you can see. Guys, please let me know if you are following so that I don't get cut off without knowing.
Yeah, we are following.
Okay, Waves is currently trading at $13.1 right now. Okay, I think I have answered enough questions. Administrator, are you there?
Administrator, are you here?
I am here with you guys. And my name is Blessing.
Okay.
Henry, my name is Blessing.
Hello, Evans. Your question has been answered up above. Please don't spam the group, please. Thank you.
Okay. So, Henry.
Yeah.
What are your favorite questions?
Oh yeah.
Who do you believe that's your money, the money? Like, go to the questions and you could just DM me and then I'll announce the winners.
All right. I'm going to do that right away. Just give me some questions. Yeah, just give me some few seconds to. Just give me some few seconds.
And definitely the slide and the recording will be made available to everyone to watch again.
Okay.
So you guys will rewatch it and just understand that. And we want to thank you very much for tuning in, joining us. Please follow us on our social media at Blockchain OAU. If you're not in the community, join the community. My name is Blessing Emma, and you can reach me anytime you want. So while we wait on Henry to pick his favorite questions, those are the people that are going to win part of our $200 incentive. I actually learned something new today. My own plan is after this event, I'm just going to go and sit down with the video and go through Waves technology. Like believe that it has its own specialty, what makes it very unique in comparison to the Ethereum or in comparison to Binance. So it's good for you to understand the technology so you can be able to build better products. The link to blockchain OU be dropped. You should message me instead. I will drop my number on the WhatsApp on the chat session. So I've dropped my number. If anyone wants to join the community, you can join the community. Message me and I'll add you to the group. For those people interested in blockchain development, we have a group dedicated to developing blockchain developers in OAU itself. So if you are interested, you can also message me and ask me about that. Yeah, just message me. I send you the form, you fill it, and then you go to our onboarding and you become part of the community. It's a WhatsApp community for now. We're expanding very soon.
Okay.
Elijah, calm down. Calm down. Our boss Henry is going to the questions, and if your question was really interesting to him, then he will pick you, and if he chooses you, then you're among the people who's gonna win the $200. It's not only you getting one though, it basically depends on the number of people and they share it.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here with you.
All right. I think I have some list here.
You can message it, you can send them to me on, like you can message me on the Zoom.
Yeah, I
Okay, yeah,
sent
stopped it. All right. So 10. All right, so I want to announce our winners. Drum rolls. No one is doing drum roll. Someone should do drum roll. Everything you want to do. And the winners are, if you hear your name, please download the Waves wallet and also
the Muna app precisely.
sorry, download the Muna app and
And
also
put your username.
and your username. But then you reply me, download the Muna app and send a reply to blockchain OAU email since you register for the event. And the winner is, sorry, no more, even if you ask your question, you won't qualify again for now. So the winners are Oluwaseun, Abdulraham, Fitai, Okpeyemi, Bimbo, Rodien, Emmanuel, Enose, Evans, and Femi. Yay! So you guys, if you heard your name, download the Muna app, your username, and send send them to. Okay.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, I want to drop the mail here so that you guys just said if you are the winner, just message me on WhatsApp. Let's just be quick about that one.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you so much for coming for this event. Henry, we really are grateful to have you. God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you too.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah.